All right, we're looking at putting the spacer lift on your stock strut assembly here. So once you've gotten this out, and I'm gonna show you a little bit more of how we got to this position in just a moment. Once you get your strut out with this spacer, I can't remember the maker. I think Icon makes this, but this is the spacer we're using on this 06, the one we're calling Silverback. The studs that come out of the your upper strut tower there, they're what you're going to use to put this one on. So you can see it just slips down right over it, and you use the stock nuts that you would take off originally. Now what your spacer is going to come with are 3 new bolts that when you put it up into that strut tower, screw in from the top. And that's how you're going to secure it. But take these, screw them on, and I suggest with this style that you have a very stout impact gun. So mine, don't hate on me for Harbor Freight, this is what I went with. This gun puts about 1,200 foot-pounds out if you want it to. We're not gonna put that much pressure on these. I'll be honest, I don't know what it calls for as far as foot-pounds, but I can find out. Let me put it in the link below, I hope so. But once you get here, you're going to figure out the orientation of where your bolts would have came out on the original. And let me move you guys around here. All right, so to even get to this point, you don't have to remove the rotor. I did. Got it all out of the way because we were changing CV axles and everything. And really, you don't have to take the rotor out to get the CV axles changed. But I went ahead and popped loose the 2 bolts on the lower control arm, your tie rod, and like my refrigerator's about to die. All of that was out of the way. You take out the sway bar. Sway bar's got to come out, and I went ahead and took out, as you can see, everything else as well. Took out all of the skid plates. But once you get that done and you pull this your tie rod out, this whole assembly, this spindle and everything will slide out of your way for you to remove that strut. New strut is going to go in like this. What I do, crowbar, where I can get a little bit of leverage here to push down that lower control arm. Go ahead, strut as far into place as you can get it. Sorry, I'm going to block your view for just a minute, but you see where I'm going to push down. I'm going to push down right there, and I'm going to block your view for just a second, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back. So, I'm still breathing hard, so you know I haven't done anything besides that. But old fatty needs to lose some weight. Crowbar goes on this portion of that lower control arm, gives you some leverage, and then once you get it pushed down, you can slip your bolt in the bottom. Snug it up, but don't get it tight yet, not to torque. And then these bolts, you find your original stock holes, and you're going to thread them in from the top. Torque them down as well. Probably going to put some Loctite on them, just a little bit, just to make sure they don't back out on me over time. And then you reverse your process. I've seen several videos on how to get to this point if you don't know how to get here. It's not very hard. But that's how you put spacer lifts on the front of a Lexus GX470. If you got questions, throw them in the bottom, and I will get to them as timely as I can.